Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hello guys, welcome back here to Snowman86. You join me here today, and today we are starting off with cattle and crops. So there has been an update to version 0.7.0.8, still in early access. This version has completed the seasons to a degree, as in more so it's implemented the visual effects more so than the mechanical effects of seasons. So we have reset the game. So we are starting at the very beginning. So we're bringing up the menu, guys, and we'll go straight into the first mission. So you might have to bear with me. I might be a little bit backwards on the controls. So we're starting. Welcome to Albertal. Apologies for my pronunciation there. I think I butchered that, but hey ho, we'll press on. So we'll accept that. It's creating mission content. So here we go. So this is treating us that we've never played the game before, which is fine. Although we have now, what is nice about this game is if I hold here, we have all our IC internal controls here at the push of a button, which is a nice touch. I think I have the handbrake off there now, so we're just going to press on. I do have it currently set to automatic, just so you know, guys. Oh, we zoomed in a bit too far there. So we might have our graphics just a little bit too high. So we're just going to pause here for a second, and when we come back we will have that sorted out, guys. So I'm just going to park it. It's just a bit jumpy, so I'll catch you in a second and we'll sort this out. So I think we are okay for now. We'll press on and see if we need to turn things down just a fraction more, we can. So it's going to be a crash. We're moving here pretty high speed. The MB track is flying along at a comfortable 53, 54. Still coming up just a little bit jumpy, I think. We will get to the farm. I think it's where it's taking me. I could be wrong. So we've attached there now. We need to get it into reverse. So now we are heading for our farm, guys. So sound effects are good. The trees, if anybody has played this, you will notice the trees there are a little bit more to life for early spring, I suppose. You're not as leafy as it was before. The vegetation is a bit more yellow. And a couple of nice features that are built into this game, and that is one of them there, that the minute you jump in the cab your noise is muffled. However, if we park up here a second, handbrake on, if we are to open our window, which I believe is this one, so the noise does get louder. I believe it might be even if we open the door. There we go. So you've opened the door, and the noise from the engine and everything external just gets that bit louder. Nice feature. So we will press on here, guys. So as we approach the farm, it is into an uphill incline, and you will hear the pull of the engine there as we hit the hill. And there's our famous dog. So it's telling us detach, so we queue again, and that is mission complete. So we have the first one done, and you'll notice I started rolling there. That was down to not engaging the handbrake. Your tractors will roll away, so keep that in mind, guys. So we're just going to accept that we've completed that, 100% completion. Bring up our menu again. So we have completed that. We don't need that. We can close all those down. So new mission is it smells but we need it. Rewards are simply reputation at the sewage plant. And this is the equipment we'll be using, the Staple VT and the Arion 530. So we will accept this mission and get rolling on it, guys. We will turn off this, and again we'll exit. There is a third-person camera as well in this. Again, I don't know now how we're looking. We can zoom in just a bit. So it's asking us to drive to the back of the barn. So our key is over here this time. So very interactive screen. That's the one thing to note. And again, you have your controls here. Front wiper. We can steering column height, rotation of the steering wheel, so you can push it up and drop it back down. We can adjust mirrors, which is all nice touches. I'm sure I can open the back window. There it is. So that's the back window open, and again you'll notice you cannot rotate your head past 180, we'll say, degrees, and even the motion, it kind of brings you to the side as you do it, as if you're leaning. That's just, again, see it once more, we're center, we're way out to the left. So it's just nice little touches that the developers of Catlin Crofts have added. So we're going to go handbrake off. So now we've got to attach onto the back of this. And again, for those of you who have played the earlier versions of this, you will notice that some of the missions have been altered, this being one of them. So now we're going to attach the booms. And we'll hopefully see another nice feature here now if I can get the right angle on this. So we'll go handbrake on. I think I might need to roll forward just a fraction more. There we go. So we're going handbrake on. So we're going to fill with bull slurry. We'll see what our options are. Just bull slurry. Fill it full. And we're going to start. And again, you'll see there now the hose has automatically connected. I have the option of disconnecting hoses and stuff as well. So again, just adds to that when you're working outside the tractor and with the implements, they are interactive. So that's saying I think we have enough. We're just going to add a little bit more. We have loads in the tank, 200,000 litres in our tank, so we might as well fill it. We will stop it here, so, and we must drive to field 3. So we'll go back for an internal view. I think it's just a bit jumpy on the inside. Might be better off in third person here. It's a bit smoother, I believe, so we'll stick with that for the short term. Forgive my driving. So the detailing is definitely more polished than what it used to be. So that is a plus. The grass is looking a good bit better in version 0.7. So we're just going to blow straight through this junction. And you'll see instantly we are under load, we've dropped away speed. And that is foot to the floor. So they have the weight aspect right. So we're just going to ease off again. We don't need to go too fast. I have a waypoint ahead, so we're closing in. So Again, we'll go handbrake on, and we're just going to unfold. So we might zoom out just a bit just to see what all this looks like. Enable B, and now it's asking us to fertilize field 3, so we'll get cracking on this. I believe it's T sets the oh, we've hit the wrong button there. That's not good. So we try and get back in. So that's the button I wanted. Sorry, I was looking for the lowering the cruise control. We have it found. So we're just going to tip away here now. So that has reduced alarmingly fast. So we are pumping out fairly fast and hard there. Not sure what to make of all that, but we would slow down here a second now. There it is. So we want to go to the back attachment. That's empty tank, raise hitch, lower foot support, so we can't adjust looks like we can't adjust the flow rate here, so we're just gonna have to press on here, guys. And you will see again that the wheel tracks have been pressed in, even on the overlap here. Okay, it's telling us we're done. It's a bit random, so we will stop. Handbrake on. It's telling us disable. So now we need to drive back to the slurry pump, so we're just going to step sideways. Field compaction is an issue here, and we will see it later that the tracks I've created there probably will be of detriment to us, but we can see the wet patch where we've already been. So we're heading back towards the farm now, I believe. So this series, I think we'll just run through the tutorial missions that are starting up with this. I don't know when the next update is or how often these updates will be, but we will press on and we will display a few different and nice features compared to other farming series. So that is the idea behind this one. And again, bear in mind, guys, this is not a polished version of the game. It is still in development. So what you see here compared to what might be released in final versions could very well again differ. So we're closing again to our pump, and this time we're just going to jump out here. We're going to go first person, and I believe, no, wrong one. So if we do this one, might not be fully unfasten hose clamp. So we're just going to fill again. This time I believe we are filling to the brim. This time it hasn't connected the hose. So there's still a few issues with those quick connects and stuff. So we're just going to stop again. It's saying again drive to field 3, so we'll try this again. Again, we're only going with just a little bit less than half. That's the diesel trigger there we just hit. So we're heading back to field 3. So we will see what comes out of all this. If this is a case of rinse and repeat and we're back and forth a lot, we might end it shortly. But this has just been, as I say, a taster into the series cattle and crops. I believe that could be glitching. We're back to where we started. So what we might do is just push down here and come back up the way we came. So we fall into the same wheel prints we had earlier. So we start unfolding. And you'll see we actually ran out of slurry very early, and where we've overlapped you'll see the darker pattern on the ground. So we'll just tip on cruise control. And we're just wanna hit those same tracks. And enable it from here, so we are now going again. Might up the speed. You know, the faster we go, the faster it seems to be adjusting the flow compared to our speed. So if I step it up again, and now if I go to back off, yeah, so the flow seems to be running with our speed. So we have ran out again. So we'll just see what happens if we hit complete here. There are still 3, so we'll want to continue. We don't want to finish now. So with that said, guys, I think what will happen is we might cut it here. Going forward, I'll finish this mission and we'll pick this up on the outcome after field 3, depending on what happens there, guys. So as I said, it's just been a little taster into cattle and crops. Again, if you like what you've seen, leave a like, leave a comment. Remember, I've been Snowman86, and I'll see you all later, guys. Take care.